I have been using the Unihertz Jelly 2E for about 3 weeks now, and I didn't know the price. I had just been using it, enjoying it, thinking it was about $199, maybe two something, and thinking, all right, it's pretty decent for that. I got the email from Unihertz last night. $159 is the retail. Link in the description now. If you click that, I think for the next 7 days, there's an extra $20 off of that. $139 for this device. I know people in my Unihertz Jelly 2 review were saying they were waiting for this one. Well, you're going to enjoy it. There's some differences between the Jelly 2. We'll talk about them. That's fine. But for that kind of money and that kind of savings, this is almost a no-brainer device if you're looking for one of these things that you just want a small phone to carry around, something that'll work, something that will get the job done. You won't feel completely hindered in 2022 with the regular smartphone functionality, but you're carrying around something you might have carried around in the late 90s, early 2000s, with those Nokia devices that is literally the size of a credit card. I won't pull one out because I want my credit card information on the internet, but you pull out a credit card out of your pocket and hold it in your hand. That is the size of this device. I have it zoomed into 2x now in order to make it look bigger on screen so we can see some of the detail of the stuff. But this is one of those store pumpkins, those little ones you get for Halloween. And look at that. That's the size that we're talking about on the Jelly 2E. Great device. So we talked about the price. Here's the differences between its bigger brother, the Jelly 2. Or no, I shouldn't say bigger brother, just older brother, higher spec brother. No NFC in the 2E. Slightly reduced processing power. We're getting a MediaTek A20 in this one, where it was a Helio P30 or P90 in the other one. 4 gigs of RAM instead of 6 gigs of RAM, and 64 gigs of storage instead of the 128 you got in the Jelly 2. This one, however, though, it gets Android 12, same battery size, so you're going to get better battery life with the lower powered processor in there. You still keep expandable storage. You still keep USB-C charging. You still keep the programmable key. You still keep the headphone jack and the IR blaster in this with the fingerprint sensor on this device with the 3-inch display. It really is incredible what they could fit into this. Everything works as it should as well. It's got face unlock on it, works. Fingerprint sensor on it, works. No problems whatsoever. It is a nice, clean version of Android 12. That's the one thing I like about Unihertz. A lot of these companies, when you're talking about smaller companies from overseas, they jam their distribution with nonsense, and it just weighs down the machine unnecessarily. Not the case with Unihertz. Their version of Android 12 is relatively smooth. It runs better. It runs better on a Jelly 2E than I've seen on some larger smartphones that are significantly more money that had problems with Android 12. This one, you're getting the Wi-Fi, you're getting global LTE, so T-Mobile here in the United States. I've heard they work with an activated Verizon SIM. So if you have a Verizon SIM that already works on another device, you pop it in here, you'll be okay. But you can see that display there, 3 inches. You don't notice the resolution because it's going to be a sub 720p. I don't know what the exact number is, but it's low. But that's because of the size of the display. It's not pushing it. It gets plenty bright though. But it just scales everything down, and everything works as it should. Twitter's a little jumpy on it, as it is on a lot of Android devices, especially running Android 12, but it works just fine. Let's pull up some Twitter here. Gonna go through. You could scroll through. It's tough. Let's see if we can get kind of the white, the white balance there. But no problem. You get to see full tweets, which is something that you wouldn't expect on a screen this size. If your eyes are good, you're gonna have no problem to hold up to your face. You're going to see all the stuff there. Capacitive buttons here for multitasking, your home, and then your back button here. But you also have the swipe gestures because it's Android 12, so I could go ahead and use swipe gestures here. Instagram's a really smooth experience, believe it or not. So is Facebook. I'm not going to pull up Facebook because there's real names on there, but the Instagram experience, really nice. You get a full post. Look at how smooth this is for such a budget device. Really good. So if you're somebody that wants that disconnect device, that wants something they don't want to have to do a whole heck of a lot on. You just want some light social media. You want calls. You want text. You want WhatsApp. This will get the job done. And if you order it in the next 7 days, it'll get the job done at $139. Are you playing Call of Duty Mobile on this? You could. You're going to get horrible frames and you're not going to be able to see anything. But you can play Pokemon Go. Same as with the Jelly 2. I've been able to play Pokemon Go, catch Pokemon, no issue. Let's see if I could pull up here a number, or not have a number rather. Yeah, let's see if we could do this, where I could show you the keyboard here. I just overall think it's a decent typing experience like we've had before with some of these devices. Here we go. There's the keyboard. I'm not going to type on camera because I know when I'm typing through the camera, it'll be tougher. But even with big thumbs like mine, and this is the same as that when we did that Palm phone a few years ago, this is a keyboard you could type on, and it's not nearly as bad as you'd think. I liked it. I was able to do typing like old school typing, where I wasn't even looking at the keyboard, and I was able to type with relatively few mistakes, if any. So let's go ahead and see if I can attempt it. See? That's a regular typing speed for me. A little slower than normal. I have to be careful that I'm at least in the right area, but it does a good job recognizing the one that you want to be on. And the keyboard looks small on a 3-inch display. You might think that's ridiculous, but you can actually type on these. If you're a Jelly owner, please in the comments section, let me know what your typing experience has been, because I guarantee you it's not as bad as you originally thought. YouTube works well. You're going to see it detailed. No issues. Speaker is good. Mono speaker at the bottom. We'll see if we can pull that up. We have my video here. I'm going to rotate it. There it is. Put this back on. If we can get the video going here. Is this going to log again? Yeah, that's just a regular video. I got it at 1080p. It gets relatively sharp, especially for a 3-inch display. It's nice and bright. The colors are good. Video works. Sound works on it. You're going to do a lot for this. And whether this is a backup, it even has the picture-in-picture, in case that's something that you wanted to do. We'll show you the IR Blaster program that comes with it. One of the things that Unihertz likes to put in here is there's our remote that we've got. You can go ahead and add a remote. And it's got all these things. There's your satellite dish, your TV, your AC, projector. If you got a fan, DVD player, air cleaner, water, whatever it happens to be that's got an IR Blaster for a remote, you can go ahead and add to this and just kind of go around and around the house. What's great about Unihertz as well, you get the cable and you get the charging stuff in the box, which is nice. But you also get this guy, which is a case. But if you see at the bottom there, that's a little lanyard strap, little port for your lanyard strap. So you can add this to your keychain almost, or have this in your pocket and just carry it around and have a full-fledged smartphone in your pocket that's not going to take up a lot of space and works well. Calls are good on it too. I had someone ask me, they said, well, how could you possibly make calls on that? Well, you remember those devices back in the day? We used to. You used to hold these small Nokia phones to your ear and had no problem. Same thing here. Microphone down at the bottom. Just hold it to your ear. It's nice. It gets nice and loud. No issues there. And you can make calls on it. I like these things. I think they offer a lot of utility to people. If you don't need a whole heck of a lot, if you don't want a whole heck of a lot, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you still want smartphone functionality, but you don't need a lot, this is something that you might want to pick up. And I like it over even the Jelly 2, because the changes that they've made, you know, the Jelly 2, you got this metal band here around the fingerprint sensor, metal buttons. You do have the larger storage capacity base. You have more RAM, which does help with the OS. But for the price difference, especially given what you're going to do on it, you're not doing heavy multitasking on this. You're not doing heavy gaming on this. You're not going to have 20 windows open at once on something like this. For the limited amount of stuff you're going to use, I absolutely would say pick up one of these. Someone had left a comment saying they broke their Jelly 2 and they were waiting for the Jelly 2E. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Everything works as it should, and they get face on lock at $139 that works. People look at it and they laugh, and I hand it to them. I say, go ahead and use it. They were amazed. They were amazed at the amount of stuff that you could get done on this, the fact that it works, the capabilities that it has, physical fingerprint sensor, expandable storage, USB-C, headphone jack, and IR blaster. Don't ever let anyone tell you on these $1,200 flagships that are massive. In fact, let's see if we can get a comparison here just for fun. That's the Pixel 7 Pro, right? That's the Jelly 2E. Don't let anyone ever tell you that they don't have space on some of these flagships ever again when a phone like this could pack in that stuff. $139. Get that $20 off. Link will be in the description. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, have that Steve-licious day.